Hey, good afternoon, everybody. It's Mike here with Steel Riders Magazine. Today we're here at Tattoo Blues in Schenectady, New York, talking with the owner, Fred Ledger, and his son, Chaz. Thank you, Fred. Thank you, Chaz, for having us in today to meet with you. A lot of our viewers have some questions about tattoos. We have some questions today we'd like to ask you to help understand, or our readers understand basically what's going on, a little bit about the tattoo world. Again, thanks for having us here today.
No problem, Mike. Thanks.
Appreciate it, Chaz. Thank you so much. A couple of questions we had today was like, how do you feel about the tattoo industry today? You guys been in this, Fred, give a little history about how long you've been involved with tattooing.
I've been doing this for 20 years. And it's been a long 20 years, but it went by quick. It just, the work, it's fun doing it, so of course when you're having fun, time flies.
Well, most people would be generous to have a job they say they'd love to go to every day.
Absolutely.
So, now is this where you started, or did you start somewhere else? Is there another place that you started off in, or you've always been here?
I started in the shop 20 years ago. There was only 2 shops at that time. Southpaw on Broadway, Schenectady, and then it was J. Spalding's on State Street, Schenectady. They were the only 2 shops in the area. And that's where I started. And then I opened up my own place over on Route 20, which is in Guilderland. Yeah. And then I was there for 6 years. When 9/11 happened, things kind of fell short. Work got slow, and we downsized. And we moved to Curry Road into 600 square feet. And we toughened it out there for 5 years, and then we moved into this place.
Okay. And how long have you been here?
We've been here 9 years.
Wow, long time. Chaz, I know that, being with your dad in this industry or whatever else, I guess it has become second nature. You were kind of following along Dad's footsteps. Have you taken kind of your own path, or are you just you're just trying to build this bigger and bigger and bigger?
Both. Artistically, I'm taking my own path, but business-wise, we have the same goal, just to keep getting bigger.
Well, I think you have a music career as well involved.
That's
we
right.
talked about a little bit, actually get into that a little bit later on in the interview. But that's interesting. You kind of have the same goal, you're following the same paths, but you got a little something different going on too on the outside.
Right. Yep.
Cool. I think one of the other questions we had today was, how do you feel about all these, right now that you go online and everybody can buy tattoo equipment? And a lot of guys you're starting to see in the streets, they're now popping up just out of nowhere, wanting to come and do tattoos. How are your feelings about that with really this generation now that everybody can become a tattooer online?
Well, my opinion on that is anybody that walks through our door and sees what we do, they want to do that. The tattoo shows that are on TV now kind of intrigue people also. They say, I want to do that, so they go online and they buy their own kit. Yay and nay. Mm-hmm. Nay because they don't know what the heck they're doing, and yay because now we get to fix their product.
Well, that was going to lead into my next question with you guys was today is that with that being something that's growing in the industry, you guys, I'm sure, have seen tattoos come in from other people's work. How do you feel about, when someone walks in and they've got a tattoo that's like, wow, what happened? What's your feelings when somebody walks in with that?
Well, I'll tell you what, it happens so often that it's like, it's normal now. We're always fixing stuff like that.
Okay.
People doing their kitchen, they paid $20, $30 and had Joe Splo do it, chicken scratch marks on them. Should
people, in all honesty, shouldn't people be asking, I guess, because the next question we'll have is leading up to some health concerns in the health industry.
That's the biggest concern.
And my concern would be is that if you did have somebody in the kitchen or you were having a tattoo done at home, how do you know what you're getting? How do you know what's safe and what's not safe? I know that there's some industry changes coming up within the health industry, whatever else, but people at home should know that, hey, listen, getting a tattoo is great. The guy wants to do it for $30, but what are you really getting for $30 or $10? And how safe is this? What are some of the things that are important in your shop, safety-wise? Sterilization that people at home should know about. You're coming in this is 100% sterile. This is all inspected. This is all the way to go. You're not getting that at home. Am I correct in making that statement? Or
the biggest issue is cross-contamination. They might have new equipment pulled out, but you don't know the equipment that they're using or the bottles or the tray or whatever might be cross-contaminated. Okay. You don't know that. Okay. You can see them open up a package, the needle. You can see them open up a tube. That doesn't mean their inks are good. That doesn't mean that the surface they're working on is good. So,
So saving $1 really could be a worse thing. You're not really saving money. You could really cause them deeper and serious harm.
Yes.
So I think it's important for people to understand, even though you're going to save money, it's like anything else with your car, with whatever. See a professional first. Talk to somebody. Maybe it's not something you can afford, right now in time. you could be saving yourself a lot of hassle and a lot of, sickness down the road. Fred, and one other thing is that, a lot of young artists are coming out, and some are good, and some are in shops. How do you feel with the young guys coming up? And Chaz would be a great example. Your son is a very gifted and talented tattooist. Outside of him being in your own family, I'm sure you see a lot of other young tattooers up and coming. How are you feeling on that with you having the experience that you do? Are they following some of the guidelines? Are they kind of doing a newer version? Are they skipping things that you feel they should be doing, or are they following all those right kind of moves?
I'm not, I can't really speak on other shops because I'm not there.
Correct.
And I'm not going to throw in any names, but there is a couple of shops in the area that we have this week, or this past week, and today, fixed their tattoos.
Okay.
The one girl, she's at Union College. She drew up her own piece. She went to somebody, one of our competitors, and he kind of blotched it up. And she came to me and she says, I should have came to you from the beginning. And I fixed it today for her. She was like a happy as
I'm just saying, with the younger guys, Chaz, and the reason we're asking that question is because you being younger and Dad kind of mentoring and you picking it up, being a younger guy, are some of the guys that are newer in this, are they skipping steps?
Definitely.
Are they jumping from one step to the next step? Or, you know what I'm saying? That's what I think is important. I've known your dad, and Dad kind of always did things A, B, C, D, E, F, G, and he followed suit. So that's my worry today, is that you're going to a new shop, and not downing any business. I think that, I wish I had that skill, but when you're going to another shop and you're talking to somebody, to know that, hey, listen, this guy knows what he's doing from A to B, whether it's from getting on the machine, whether it's putting it on your arm, to what's happening, that he's not missing that step, or he's not in a hurry to make that $20. That's, I guess, where I was leading this question to. So that's interesting. But thank you with that anyway. And then I guess one of my other things, two last questions, guys. What would you like to see happen in the industry? Is there anything that, you've been in this for a long time, Fred? Chaz, you've been in it, the same thing. You've been a long time too. Is there something you'd like to see with this thing change, or do you like where it's going, or is there something you'd like to see happen?
I wish we were moving forward a lot faster than what we are at the moment. We do have some goals and some dreams that we're going to come up with real soon.
Okay.
That will be announced down the road here. But it's going to be our personal dreams, and it's really going to put us on the map.
Okay.
We'll keep that aside for now. But I don't know. I think I would just like to see our business flourish.
Okay. Okay. Well, I'm hoping that a lot of our viewers with Steel Riders Magazine, they have an opportunity to see this. And really, if they have questions, or any concerns, whatever, Tattoo Blues is located here in Schenectady. They've been here a long time. Fred or Chaz, one of the gentlemen, are always available, to come in and speak to. Or if you just pick up the phone, you want to just call them, Fred, you can give the phone number if you'd like, anytime to call the studio if they have a question. Let them know, or let them find you online. I don't know how you'd like them to do that, either way.
Area code 518-357-2-INC.
Cool. And then, I guess I have a question for both of you. Is that every tattoo has a story. I have tattoos all over, and I'm sure you do, Fred, you do. Every tattoo has a story, Fred. What's your story? What's the story about it?
I've always said it, and I picked up this phrase a long time ago, probably 20 years ago. Feelings from within applied to my skin. That's all I can say.
That's pretty good. Yeah. That's pretty good. Chaz?
Family first. This is my first tattoo. It was me, my brother, my father.
Cool.
And my trademark for my music, GP.
Cool.
Key to life, family
Here's the biggest thing
celebration,
right here.
based on foundation.
The biggest right there.
Honor.
Honor.
Absolutely. So I said every tattoo on my body and every tattoo on everyone has a story. And I think people always like, what's going on and why. Guys, I can't thank you enough. I had one last question, Chaz, for you. I know that not only are you a tattooer, evidently you're in the music business.
Yeah, I do production.
You've been in the music business. You've been in that quite a while. There are a lot of great things. There are a lot of good music. Our viewers, if they want to know more about your music stuff, is there any way that the viewer can get information on that? I want to see what you're doing. I guess there's an in-house studio. There's an in-house studio here as well. Not only do we have the tattoo business here, Chaz has an in-house studio. And you want to come down and check out the studio, or you want to talk to Chaz?
Right there, GP Studios.
Chaz, can you tell the viewers what the music is? What is your genre, or what do you do?
My genre is hip hop. I make beats and I do production, but I also do all types of music, R&B, overlays.
So a little mix here. We got tattoo with music. Not a bad thing. Hey, thank you everybody, and thank you Fred, thank you Chaz. Anybody who wants to check out Chaz, is there a website for your music or anything that you want to promote for, you know, getting online if they want to see your music?
Just tattoobluesny.com.
Okay. Guys, can't thank you enough for having me here. Thank you, Chaz.